Hi travelers, so we just returned from our cruise on the Carnival Magic. It was our first time on a Carnival cruise and we had a great time. Traveling on the cruise was about 60% capacity, which was actually really comfortable.
Extremely, yeah.
We prefer a little more relaxed cruise, and so it was great for us. We had 3 stops on this cruise. We stopped at Half Moon Cay, which is Carnival and Holland America's private island. We stopped at Nassau, which we didn't get off the boat. And then we also stopped at Bimini, Bahamas, which was a new island for us.
And I might add, one of my new favorite islands. Super awesome.
Yeah, it's very new to the cruise itineraries, and so it's a very new island, and it has, I guess I want to say it's a little less spoiled.
It is. I'm fearful that it's going to become the new norm and they're going to ruin it over time. But right now, it's the island where they go do most of Shark Week shots, right? So that's where a lot of the Shark Week videos are shot. There's not a lot to do other than open ocean, snorkeling and diving there. There is a resort there available that you can go stay at. There's a few shops, I think, but it was more like all about being in the water and being on the boat. Lots of beautiful, beautiful long beaches. The sea life there was phenomenal. I mean, walking in off the pier, we saw sharks and barracudas and stingrays and turtles, and it's just, the sea life there is amazing, and I hope they don't over commercialize it and drive them away. So.
And people reported like tons of seashells on the beaches, which please don't take them all home. But
yeah. Save some.
So I think we will also do a separate video about the food that we experienced on Carnival. So we have to say we were pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we normally travel Royal Caribbean, right? We have platinum status on Royal Caribbean, that we've traveled them exclusively. And the Carnival was just a, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's expand our horizons. We're starting to, travel more cruise lines. I think we're doing a Disney one next fall, and we've got one planned for Virgin, and et cetera, et cetera. But the food on Carnival was premium. We'll talk more about that later.
So for Half Moon Cay, this was a new island to us as well. I know a lot of people have been there before, but we jumped in. Tip: join a Facebook group, and in the Facebook group, a group of people within that group all went in together to purchase the Oasis, rent the Oasis for the day. And so it's about almost $1,600. It can go up depending on the season that you cruise and the demand for the cabanas. But anyway, ours was 12 people, so it was about $250 a couple, and 6 couples, so it was really good. We had private bathrooms and showers. We had a slide. They gave you snorkel and floating mats. We of course took our own snorkel equipment as usual, and it also comes staffed, so you get your own chef, bartender, lifeguard, and some hosts.
That lifeguard is very proactive too. I tried to go head first down the slide and he said, "No way, man." That was his exact words. So they are protecting you and watching you. So without further ado, let's check out Half Moon Cay and what we did for the day.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Oasis on Carnival. This is Lavina, Dragos. We're all having a great time. You should come visit. Thank you.
options were chicken, steak, mahi. Is there any other choice? Hamburgers. That was it, right?
That was it, yeah.
And vegetables.
They had a nice spread too, so like pre-food coming out, like you got to order each, make your choice for food selection. But they had a nice spread out, so they had chips and they had salsa and guacamole and they had vegetables and finger foods, cookies, brownies, things like that, all out on the bar area for you to come by and snack on throughout the day while you're waiting. So it was really nicely catered.
Full bar, and a bartender to go with it.
And they make phenomenal drinks, including their specials.
But they didn't do frozen drinks.
They wouldn't do frozen drinks. And they were somewhat limited on the alcohol. I mean, they had, the premiums, they had Grey Goose, they had, Captain Morgan, they had Malibu. They had like a little bit of everything, but, you weren't gonna go on there and get, if you're a Bullet bourbon guy, you're not gonna be able to get Bullet bourbon. You're gonna get whatever bourbon they brought, right? So it was very limited in that. And it's simply because it's not there on the island. They have to transport everything from the ship to the Oasis itself. And we did learn one thing about the food. And that is, do not get the mahi. The mahi was extremely fishy. I took one bite and was like, I can't eat any more of this. And that's after several drinks where the taste in my mouth was pretty much gone. It was really fishy. I was like, nah, send that back. So I ended up going with the burger. The burger was prepared perfectly, nice and juicy, nice cheese on it. They did a great job. You went with the...
I had the barbecue chicken, and it was good.
Yeah.
And the vegetables were really fresh and grilled, so it was good.
I mean, it wasn't like eating in the main dining room, right, where you're going to have this phenomenal meal, but it's decent for a good lunch, right?
Yeah, it was a good barbecue.
Yeah.
And then after we had lunch, we donned our snorkel gear and slid into the water.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, the snorkeling there was actually pretty nice. It was not as reefy as we'd like. It was really sandy. They had some things that they put in the water for you to see, and you get to take a look at the videos. But they had some things to attract fish. There were some natural rock lines. We saw some neat things, but once you get out in the middle of the beach area, there's not a lot there. However, we did see some nice long barracuda, I believe.
There were some good-sized barracudas come through.
Yeah, so.
But I hope you enjoy the snorkeling video, and we will see you in the next video.